Good morning, everyone. Scott and I are very pleased to be with you today to present this year's grand prize winners for the OAAA Geopath Local Case Study Contest.
Yes, we have two winners that exemplify the breadth of ways out-of-home can create highly effective results for their clients of all sizes and product types. One category is for out-of-home budgets under $10,000, and the other is for clients with budgets of $10,000 and more.
OAAA and Geopath launched this contest 9 years ago to highlight the importance of local ad sales in our markets and to build a library with a variety of advertiser success stories. This year's highly competitive contest generated almost 60 qualified entries detailing the client campaign's objectives, their strategy, their plan, budget, and also their results.
And the great trend we've seen with the contest is the strength of the submissions, responding to the ever-changing ad marketplace and generating quantifiable, impressive results for their clients. Before we get to the grand prize winners, however, we want to recognize 5 finalist winners who each received $250 and a certificate of recognition. And they include Courtney Boucher of Outfront Media for Visit Virginia Blue Ridge, apologies. Allie Dickinson of Clear Channel Outdoor for Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey, Michael Joyce of Outfront Media for the Museum of Fine Arts, Boston.
And also Howard Marcus of Outfront Media for the City University of New York, and Mandy Smith of Lamar Advertising for Kidney for Lizzie. Let's give these finalist winners a round of applause.
And now, it is my pleasure to announce the first of our 2 grand prize winners who received a trip to the conference and $500. Our first winner is Kathy Crowley of Lamar Advertising for the Masonic Grand Lodge of Rhode Island.
Yay, thank you. Very nice.
Yeah, congratulations. All right. Cool.
Thank you.
And now we're going to turn it over to Kathy to share a presentation of her case study before we announce our second winner.
Good morning. I appreciate you all being here this morning. My name is Kathy Crowley. I'm from the Lamar Providence, Boston office. These case studies that they talked about have been my go-to whenever I have a client that is not sure about whether outdoor advertising works. So it's so helpful to have the qualitative information. My beautiful state of Rhode Island. My client is the Masonic Grand Lodge of Rhode Island. It's a fraternal organization whose members are called Freemasons. Their primary mission is to make good men better, and you will find them active in serving their communities and also in charity work. The organization is always looking to grow their membership, and they wanted to find a way to reach the most amount of men in Rhode Island. They have 23 lodges to generate interest in Rhode Island Freemasonry. It was important for them to be able to track the results from their program, and they also had a relatively small budget based on being a nonprofit. So the primary goal to use out of home was to increase website visitation. There's a lot involved in being a Freemason, so they wanted to direct people to the website to have it tell their story. To maximize the reach of their budget, we recommended that they use both interstate and off-interstate billboards. Route 95 is a little bit more expensive in our market, and then the off-interstates weren't. So we recommended using a combination of both of them. The plan we recommended was to print one vinyl that had a unique URL only for the billboards, and then we would rotate that vinyl to 3 different billboard locations during the course of their campaign. So for about $10,000, we spread out their campaign over 14 weeks, so it would give them as much visibility as possible over the time frame. Men Who Make a Difference was the client's tagline, and we gave it to our Lamar artist, who brought it really to life with using photos representative of the diversity of the Freemasonry. The freemasonsri.org, again, was only used on the billboard, so they wanted to be able to just track and see how effective that it was. These were the deliverables that we had, so a very impressive 2.2 million impressions with a 45% reach of men 18 plus, a 6.9 frequency, and all under a $5 cost per thousand. The client was thrilled with what outdoor advertising was able to do for them. He would call me spontaneously during the campaign to tell me how many website hits he was getting from the billboards. So we all want a client that is so excited about out of home. So he loved the way that it delivered the mass reach that they wanted, but also just in a geographic area that was relevant to them. And he definitely believed that it helped build the brand recognition. And the final results, he was very eager to tell me at the end of the campaign that the billboard campaign that was only promoted, the website that was only promoted on the billboards, received 516 website visits. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathy. The results the Masonic Grand Lodge out-of-home campaign produced were highly effective for the organization. What a great testimonial that is. I'm pleased to announce that our second grand prize winner is Mark Hobbs of Outfront Media for Iceland Air.
And Mark is joined by special guests for today's presentation. Please also welcome Bradley Wigston and John Christensen of Iceland Air. We're going to all snap a photo. There we go. Awesome. You want to take this?
Well, welcome, folks. Welcome to day 3 of the OAAA conference. We made it, and I'd like to start with some wisdom that, if a billboard ever falls on you, that's a bad sign. I know. Yeah. So this is authentic Iceland garb, and it's done to pay tribute to the Viking roots of Iceland. But we're very grateful to have this campaign recognized for this award, and I'm also grateful to be able to accept it on behalf of Iceland Air and Outfront, and there are a lot of other people who are certainly involved in this. Big group hug out to my partners at Iceland Air, eye-popping graphics, truly collaborative atmosphere, and also to my marketing team, my coordinators, the operations out in the field, and to the Outfront management team from the very top corporate level all the way down to the Boston office, who really plow the road for all of us on the customer-facing side. Can't do it without them. I'm going to pass the baton over to John, and he's going to run you through some of these details.
Yeah, hi. So I want to tell you a little bit about Iceland Air. But Iceland Air has been a pioneering airline for over 80 years, and it's strongly connected to the economy in Iceland. And for all those years, we've been offering flights to, from, and through Iceland. And just like our country, we are really small, but we are mighty, and we proud ourselves to be able to accomplish big things with small resources. And whether it's dealing with volcanoes, Vikings, or just putting up an out-of-home campaign in Boston, we try to do our best. So I'm gonna give it over to my colleague Bradley to go through the case study with you.
Thank you. So our goal with this campaign was to recreate an authentic Icelandic experience in Boston, and for the city to be able to participate in Icelandic culture for a weekend and reinforce that even though it seems far away, Iceland is just right around the corner, only 4.5 hours flight. Please enjoy this quick recap of our campaign of Iceland around the corner.
I am so excited to be here. I'm here at one of Boston's newest pop-ups. It's called Around the Corner. It's an Iceland experience. You can see all sorts of amazing things.
So the objectives and strategy. Oh. Nice job.
Yeah, thank you. You as well.
So the objectives are to drive interest and attendance, of course, align the timing of the Around the Corner event with the 58th annual Head of the Charles Regatta that happens in Boston, and to capitalize on the massive local exposure to the over 400,000 attendees. And to also choose an event space near the Head of the Charles spectator viewing area. So the media strategy, we chose out of home because no one ever said, honey, I saw the coolest pop-up ad. The core of the campaign utilized over 500 ad faces throughout the city, resulting in the raising awareness and driving consumer interest and foot traffic for the event. So we used a mix of transit and street level media to efficiently and effectively build frequency and with the audience in Boston's core and the massive crowds that attend this event. So we used bike share panels, bus Ultra Super Kings, unique specialty media structures, Kenmore Tower near Fenway Park, Beacon Hill windows, subway station turnstiles, digital livescapes and live boards within the transit system, and Ultra Super Kings within the transit system as well, and interior cards. Targeting approach was, of course, the Boston population with a specific focus on spectators traveling to and from the Head of the Charles Regatta before, during, and after the weekend of the Around the Corner event. Also, we had a smartphone mobile targeting overlay for that. The out-of-home creative was this eye-catching design that depicted scenes as if you were sitting in the window seat of the airplane, and it was consistent across all the out-of-home formats, along with an enticement of win a trip to Iceland. You saw the wheel spinning. QR codes were included to make it easy for consumers to engage as well. And the best thing of all is the results. The campaign generated a massive reach and frequency among local Bostonians, as well as the Head of the Charles attendees, visitors, and tourists. So over 25 million impressions, over 1,700 QR code scans, as well as full capacity attendance. The event was totally sold out, 7,500 people over that weekend. And the overall impact also was an additional 500,000 impressions in social reach from people posting it on social media. In the months immediately following, Iceland Air's Brand Awareness Consideration Index survey saw significant upticks in brand perception and higher flight bookings, specifically among Boston consumers. The campaign effectively positioned them as the preferred airline for Bostonians traveling to Iceland and beyond, and strengthened its brand presence and booking activity in the Boston market. So So thank you again for the honor of this award, and we're thrilled that it not only achieved its objectives, that it was chosen as a showcase example of what our industry does every day. And a big thank you to the OAAA for a great conference, for all you do for our industry.
Thank you, everybody. Awesome. Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you. All right, another round of applause for everybody. And we're very pleased to have shared these impressive case studies with you today, and congratulations again to all the winners.
Scott and I love doing this contest every year. We're really passionate about it. Love sharing these results with you. We had a little scuffle backstage before everything started over who got to award the first grand prize today, and clearly he won. Now he's lording over me with his crown. But a quick reminder that you can find the winners and the finalist case studies in the OAAA Case Study Library at OAAA.org. And please be on the lookout for next year's contest, which will be launching in early 2025. Enjoy the remainder of the conference.